Many people I've spoken to overlook the importance of testosterone on our health and on our bodies, and many people also overlook the significant decrease in average testosterone levels over the last 50 years. So, in this video, I'm just going to go through some of the key effects and benefits that testosterone has on our bodies and on our health. So, subscribe and stick around to the end, implement these tips and tricks into your life. Now, the first key effect and benefit of testosterone may seem quite obvious, but still, it's quite undervalued, and it's the fact that it builds muscle. Testosterone is an anabolic steroid hormone, and this means that it builds muscle very easily. And you may notice that men and women have like a lot of different like average muscle mass on their bodies, and one of the main reasons of this is the fact that they like produce differing amounts of testosterone, showing that testosterone is one of the main reasons for the fact that you were able to build your muscles. And if you are currently going through like a fitness journey right now, you've started working out, started to go to the gym and stuff, maybe if you're not making so much progress and so much gains, maybe you're like increasing your testosterone and doing some research on that. It's something that might be quite worthwhile to you and worthwhile to your fitness journey so that you can kind of see some progress and accelerate your growth and accelerate your gains. And the second key effect and benefit of testosterone is the fact that it increases your bone strength and bone density. Now, when young men go through puberty at the ages of like 12 to 13 years old, they get a peak, they get a spike of testosterone, and this means that their bones start to kind of increase in density and strength, and this is when their kind of muscles and stuff start to properly build. But the fact is, due to a lot of the endocrine disrupting chemicals that are in our society nowadays, through things like pesticides, plastic packagings, the birth control hormones in tap waters and stuff, all this stuff means that puberty is often quite delayed and often only sort of appears at ages of like 15 and 16 years old for so many people. And it also means that when like they actually do go through puberty, the bone density of these children, of these young kids, does end up like being a lot more does end up being a lot less and a lot smaller than what it would have previously been 50 to like 100 years ago. And the fact that this bone strength and muscle mass decrease can lead to things like osteoporosis. I think that's the name of the like disease where your bones start to get really brittle as you get older because like you don't have as much testosterone anymore. And like when you fall over, literally just like falling over and stuff can lead to like you breaking a leg or breaking a hip or breaking an arm because your bones end up becoming so much more brittle and a lot less strong than what they would have previously been like in the like past. And if your bones aren't as strong as like a child, as like a young man or young woman, this means that it's going to be incredibly worse when you get older and your testosterone levels start to naturally decrease as you kind of start to get older. And there's also another thing that's kind of to do with testosterone and bone strength, and that is vitamin D. Vitamin D is a well-known vitamin that's prone to cause like it's vitamin D is sort of known to increase testosterone levels in people, and it's also kind of known to increase bone density and bone strength in people as well. And this probably means that eating like getting vitamin D in like from your food and stuff means that like your bone density is going to increase, and that is because it is like so important in the production of testosterone. And one easy way to get vitamin D to increase your testosterone levels is to just go outside and get some sunlight. Sunlight on your skin will stimulate the production of vitamin D, and this will then go through your bloodstream and stuff to help produce testosterone, which will help make your bones and muscles stronger and bigger. And the third reason and the third key health effect that testosterone has on the body is motivation. And you may not quite know about this one just yet, but the fact is, it's actually like quite important and incredibly undervalued in society because you probably, if you're in self improvement right now, if you're in the self improvement space, you've probably been hearing things about discipline this and discipline that, and you have to kind of just stay consistent. And even if you don't want to do the hard work, you don't want to go to the gym and stuff, the fact is, if you're not motivated and you don't actually enjoy doing these things, it is inevitable that you're going to end up quitting no matter what if you don't enjoy doing things like deep work or going to the gym or studying and stuff like that. But testosterone is kind of the actual solution to this issue and to this problem, because when your testosterone levels increase and your testosterone levels are high, effort feels good. When you go to the gym and you may like come back from a set feeling really sore and you like really feel quite tired and stuff, instead of feeling like quite sore and tired and unmotivated and stuff, when you finish a set, when you finish like reps and stuff, you feel like so good, and the effort that you put into that gym session feels incredibly good, and like it almost feels so sore, but that soreness almost feels quite like good and soothing and relaxing in like a weird, almost counterproductive sort of way. And this motivation that testosterone gives you can like help you in your studying, can help you stay consistent with the gym. And if staying consistent with working out and studying is something that you really struggle with because you really lack the motivation, but like don't have much discipline, maybe increasing your testosterone levels and looking into ways you can do that naturally is something you should probably worth looking into, because it means that you can stay consistent and you can actually start to like feel good and enjoy some of these things. And like, yeah, now, oh yeah, that's one thing. Good mental health is also something that testosterone increases because it's increase in motivation. Good mental health, when you like start to do these things like studying, gym, deep work, business, job, career, or whatever you kind of have in mind that you're motivated to do, if you have high testosterone levels, this is also going to increase your like mental health levels significantly, because it feels like you're working towards a goal. And that is one of the main factors of improving your mental health, is you feel like you're kind of actually working towards something and feeling like you have a purpose. And many people who have low testosterone levels are sort of known to have bad mental health and things like depression and anxiety. And if you have low testosterone, these things are a lot more likely to actually happen to you than if you just have like high and normal testosterone. And the fourth thing that is the key health benefit of testosterone, and is one of the main effects as well, is the fact that it can help prevent certain diseases like obesity and cardiovascular disease. And the link between obesity and testosterone kind of has like a mutual connection, because high testosterone means a decreased risk of obesity, but like obesity means your testosterone will decrease. And it's quite a weird sort of like cycle and vicious cycle. But once you kind of increase your testosterone, if you are currently quite overweight and stuff, that will help to get rid of some of the fat, because it does help like decrease your risk of obesity and helps decrease the fat that you do currently have on your body in the first place anyway. Because what testosterone does is it kind of distributes the fat evenly around your body. Instead of it all kind of appearing in your stomach and in your belly, the testosterone will actually start to like distribute it around in places like your arms and your legs and like your neck and like other places as well. And if you're currently like thinking of going on a bulk and stuff, you're currently bulking and you're kind of worried that you're going to gain too much sort of fat in your belly area and it's going to take away from your abs, increasing your testosterone is something that will be very, very useful to you, because it will sort of like distribute the fat spread evenly across other parts of your body. And that means that when you kind of go on your bulk, instead of like doing the sort of generic dirty bulk thing and start to get like a fat bod around your belly area, if you sort of do this thing and increase your testosterone levels, you will start to see that you don't really get the fat bod, because your fat starts to kind of distribute around like other areas of your body. And that means that you can build muscle in those areas a lot more easily, as well as using the testosterone that is an anabolic steroid hormone and can also just increase your muscle mass sort of generally as well. And it can also, testosterone can also help with, high testosterone can also help to decrease your risk of cardiovascular disease, because it helps keep your blood vessels healthy. Now, I don't actually know why it does that, I don't actually know how it kind of does that, but there's probably so many different chemical reactions that kind of are involved inside of our body that means that it can like rejuvenate the cells around our capillaries, around our blood vessels, that mean that they don't get blocked and cause things like strokes and heart attacks. Now, and testosterone is just something that's such a general healthy thing for you to actually start to look into and research into, because it can just help you in so many other areas of life, and it's such like a pivotal thing for so many areas of your health, like your muscle building, your bone density, just like not being obese and fat, and also having the mental kind of well-being and motivation. And for everyone, including women who may not think testosterone is such a beneficial thing for them, everyone needs to start to take testosterone levels more seriously than they may have done previously before, because the like significant decrease that I talked about at the start of the video is incredibly worrying. And all this stuff like depression and anxiety and increased like causes of things like obesity and cardiovascular disease also sort of aligns with the decrease in testosterone from our like our bloodstream and our like nanograms per deciliter kind of levels and stuff like that. So you probably need to start taking testosterone levels a lot more seriously than you may have done before, and researching into these things will be incredibly useful and beneficial to you. And I'll probably do some videos on how to increase testosterone in the future. But for now, I just recommend subscribing, and I hope you found value out this video, because I like this community of young tribal people who are willing to improve themselves so much more than they already have. And good luck.